Well, my story of grace is a surprising way that the Father impacted me that really kind of opened up my world to a lot of joy that I'm in the middle of even today. I come from Choctaw County, Alabama, which is a small rural place. The number one income in Choctaw County is pulp wooden. And, men with trucks go out and cut down logs and take them to the paper mill. My dad worked at that paper mill. It was a 45-mile commute in the morning and 45 miles at home, but that was the best place to work in Choctaw County, was at the paper mill. A little bit about my background. I did not grow up in a churched home or a Christian family. Really, it's documented. There are 5 generations of hell and chaos in the Doggett family, going way, way back. I think a part of the story to help set the tone is my great-great-grandfather was exiled from Choctaw County by the Ku Klux Klan for having an improper relationship with one of his daughters. There was several things they wouldn't put up with at that point, and that was one thing they didn't. And so he was told to leave the county, and he lived the rest of his days and died in a Confederate old folks home in Biloxi, Mississippi, and that's where he's buried. The good news, the redemptive part of that story, is probably the only thing that kept the Doggets out of the KKK in Choctaw County. We were mad at that bunch for doing that, and so we kind of had a stigma against them. Fast forward, I have gone to Livingston University to play football. I have met a man who led me to Christ just by his overwhelming friendship, and he was seeking me out to be kind in my direction. I graduate college, moved to Birmingham, and my first real job is I am a manager of a ham store, Logan Farms, honey glazed hams, and so I'm in my first job, but really enjoying it. Got a good crew of folks around me. We're having a lot of fun. A lot of Samford college students are working with me during the holiday season, but we're having a lot of fun. Hiring a lot of young people just for the holiday season, then they're gone. Well, this person not like the Samford students walks in the door one day and said, Mr. Jim, I really need a job. And it was my first time to meet Daryl Cobb, who's one of my best friends now. But anyway, Daryl comes in. He's not like all the white Samford students back there in my kitchen. Daryl is small and frail. He's got a big gold tooth right in the front, but he was eager, and there was something about him just made me want to say yes to him. And he came in, and immediately Daryl was looking for things to do. He was looking for ways to help me. I'm a 27-year-old store manager, and Daryl is trying to help me. There's a spot over here that I was going to get to later, and Daryl's already over there with a mop getting it up, and just I was so impressed with how he worked. But I mean, again, wasn't like the others. He's taking smoke breaks out the back, and all the Samford girls back there. They don't know, who is this guy? What is he like? The owner of the store came in and saw that Daryl was working with us, and she's like, she said, does he work here? And I said, yes, ma'am, but he probably won't last a week around here. Again, Daryl became one of my favorite employees. But the part of the story that I feel like is where God did a grace work on me that expanded and enhanced my relational capacity and has given me so much joy is a big ham truck had showed up, and we're unloading a tractor trailer full of hams. There was about 100 pounds in a case of hams, and we're all unloading. There was 4 of us. There was 2 Samford guys, me and Daryl. And it took about an hour, and we were just exhausted, sweating, and tired. We get that last case off, and there are 2 Cokes on the back dock there, and somebody had brought Cokes out for us, but there were only 2. Well, the 2 Samford guys, they reach over and they grab a Coke, and they're sharing their Coke, and then there's a Coke for me and Daryl. And I opened the Coke, and I let Daryl have it, and he took a big long pull. He'd earned it, and then he hands it back to me. And I'm embarrassed to say it, but I had never drank anything after a black man before. And something told me, this is an honor. And I drank. And Daryl was astounded that I did. And it sort of became our thing. Some type of bonding happened at that moment that continues. I don't care what Daryl is drinking, I'm going to get a swig of it. I don't care what I'm drinking, Daryl's going to taste it. It has become a symbol of our friendship. Daryl and I he cooks with me. He knows more about cooking than I do, but I get all the attention, and Daryl makes me famous. He can grill, he can smoke. There's nothing Daryl can't do. And we have a strong, strong friendship that continued even this morning. I was driving by and saw him outside and stopped and talked to him, and it is just a deep brotherhood fellowship that I would have been closed to had I stuck to the norms. But the kindness of the Father to open up to me, not only a relationship with Daryl, but just a heart to see how alike I am with folks that I did not grow up thinking I was like. Deep, deep kindness.